Would you rather
One night with us?
or a year's supply of this sandwich?
Let me tell you something. The pastrami sandwich never asked me to Uber them home at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, pastrami it is.
I just came from the dispensary and now I'm walking to my neighbor's to get eggs from her little stand over there. I'm buying eggs on the street and weed in the store. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
The worst kind of broke is when it ain't you, it's life. Like, what the fuck do you mean? I'm actually getting money, but it keeps getting put to random stupid shit. I'm not really poor, but I keep going poor because life keep kicking my ass.
No matter how much you get, it's always happening. I guess it's just part of life's adventure.
You know what the funniest thing about so many men is nowadays? So many men are no longer scared of being single. They're now scared of being in a soul-sucking, detrimental relationship that's only going to waste their time, waste their energy, waste their effort, and waste their money. They would rather be single than be in a bad relationship. So it's not that men are complaining because they're single. Men are complaining because they've just seen everything as such a waste of time for them lately.
And guys, let's be real. If we do any level of assessment on what happened to our dad, our brothers, our friends, if we've seen the divorce court or the statistics, we know the truth now. And it's so hard to get in bed with someone when chances are you're about to get your head chopped off for it.
Good girl. Keep it up.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but it's okay to like your husband. It's okay to not hate all men. It's okay to want to take care of him. It's okay to want to do nice things for him. It's okay to uplift his name in public instead of tearing him down in front of all your girlfriends. It's okay to be obsessed with him. It's okay to want to be around him 24/7. It's okay to want to treat him with respect. It's okay that your biggest goal in life is to be a stay-at-home wife and mom. It's okay that you want to get married young. It's okay that you don't nag your husband and mother him and you treat him like a wife. Just be prepared to be called anti-women, a pick-me, and misogynistic for having a healthy relationship and loving your husband.
Well, as you can see, sometimes the pendulum swings, brothers. You know, there's only about 34,000 people subbed and me, so we only need one, baby, and there's enough for us. Let's go.
Oh, hey man, XYZ.
I've heard that one before.
No.
Oh my god, thank you.
Just doing my job.
What a nice lady.
I won't date a man. I won't even talk to a man unless he eats these little end piece fries from Chick-fil-A. And you want to know why? Because if you eat these little dirt tasting shits, I know you eat ass. And I think that's beautiful.
You disgusting slut.
Man, I'm fucking pissed, y'all. I'm never bringing a torta home again, bro. This bitch got on my scale and fucking smashed it. Big ass torta, bro. Fuck.
Now that's Torta's gone wild.
Knock. Sip. Sip happens. Let's get a drink.
You sick sons of bitches.
Anytime you ask for a girl's number or you invite her back to your place, you have to have a reason. You have to add the because right after. They're 70% more likely to give you their phone number or come over if you have a reason after.
Opposed to just like, hey, do you want to come back to my place?
Yes. You have to say, do you want to come back to my place because I want you to meet my cat? Because I want to have a glass of wine with you. Because there's this awesome movie that I want to watch with you. I want your number because I want to take us out for a drink.
This is 100% correct, guys. It's a part of negotiation. Before you ask for what you want, have the reasons why it makes sense. State your case.
Yo, why do athletes do this? This whole talking to themselves thing. Yeah, that's kind of weird. She's doing it too. I guess she's trying to hype herself up or something.
Can't no fighter beat me. Can't no fighter beat me. Can't no fighter beat me. Ain't no fighter better than me. No fighter's better than me.
You see, the real reason why athletes talk to themselves is because they know something that you don't know. What you say to yourself matters much more than you think. Things that you continuously say start to shape your reality. And yo, it's not just limited to athletes. CEOs and top performers across the board use positive self-talk. Now, the crazy part is that we all use self-talk on a daily basis. It's just the majority of us use it in a destructive manner. For example, somebody asks you how you're doing, people say hanging in there, or not too bad. And when you give responses like that, whether you want to believe it or not, you're shaping your mind. You're shaping your outcomes. These people are not doing it for no reason. They understand the power. So it's about time you start using it in a constructive way instead of a destructive way.
In these reckless videos, sometimes we plug in a gem. This guy is straight up on point.
You know what's the greatest gift you can give to your parents? It's not money. It's not retirement. The greatest gift you can give to your parents is to take the biggest burden of their life off their shoulders, which is you. You are your parents' biggest burden. Yeah, your parents are like, you're my greatest gift, I love you. No, but you're the biggest burden. They go to bed worrying about you, they wake up worrying about you, they go through their whole day worrying about you. Some of you get frustrated by your parents pushing you to a direction you don't want to go, but you don't understand, it's coming out of fear. They want you to have a good life. They want you to win. So you want to do something great for your parents, show them you're a winner by playing like a winner.
Hey, sugar free.
What?
If she's standing outside, does that make her outstanding?
Well, goddamn.
What motivates high-ticket clients? 1. Money. Your work should make them more money. 2. Time. Your work should free up their time. 3. Status. Your work should make them look good. 4. Fear. Your work should help avoid a negative outcome. Learn how to talk about these things.
Brother, you need to stop chasing women. You need to stop obsessing about relationships, and you need to cut ties with the idea that you need a woman in your life right now. Most guys nowadays are feeling empty, lost, and without purpose. And instead of fixing the root issues, they end up using a woman to patch up their wound. That's why when a breakup happens, it feels like the end of the world, because it really was the end of the world. You made her your world. Let's be real, she could never be all that for you. She was just filling a space that God had intentionally left open to force you to grow, but you chose to get distracted instead. I've noticed that there's one thing in common with every single guy I've ever met that's having relationship issues or is heartbroken from a girl. And the common denominator is that he is not proud of the life he is living. I've never once met a man who was locked in on his purpose and growing both mentally, physically, and spiritually in all areas of his life feel that way about a girl. Because that man built his life around God and purpose, which are things that cannot be taken away from you.
This is a really important thing to think about as we continue on with relationships. You know, for me, the good thing was I never made a girl the center of my life. She was just a certain part of it. So I wasn't destabilized super bad when they decided to do whatever they wanted. So, you know, that's a safety net. That's protecting yourself. You can never make the girl the center of your universe or 50-50 on things like your businesses, because they more than likely and inevitably will likely change their mind, and it'll cost you if you decide to put them in that position.
I'll be home soon. I'll be home soon. I'll be home soon.
The only person I ever lost and needed back was me.
Come up to me.
Let me provide you with a little secret. If you never quit, you could never lose. Alright, y'all, let's see what I got for you today. You know, I want to take a second to talk about honesty. You know, I say be honest with the whole world, you know. It's a better way to go. It's way less effort. It's way less work. People respect it. It's just the way it is. But the most important person you can be honest with is yourself. You know, so many adults I see these days are committed to lying to themselves. I don't know why. Maybe to like avoid accountability or responsibility. I'm not sure. Like maybe it's like an ego issue, or they have a problem being wrong, or I don't know what I don't have the problem, so it's hard for me to assess necessarily what it is. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time trying to figure out other people's problems. But at the end of the day, for some reason, there's an issue there. And well, when you're not honest with yourself, you can't correct issues. Sorry, I'm kind of standing in the wind right now. But you can't correct issues. If you have a problem and you're not honest with yourself about it, you pretend like it doesn't exist, you lie to yourself to continue the behavior, there's never room for a correction. In order for you to fix your problem, in order for you to become better, you need to first acknowledge the issue. So if you have a problem being honest with yourself, especially about problematic shit, maybe you're out of weight, you know, out of shape, overweight, Maybe you treated people badly. Maybe you're unreliable. And if you don't tell yourself the truth that you are those things, then you're not going to fix it. It's just the flow. It's the way that it goes, the flow chart of the situation. There's no other way to go about it. So think about it, guys. And well, you know, you can also be dishonest with yourself by exaggerating. And you'll be exaggerating problems, rehearsing stories of yourself, making them worse than they actually are, pissing yourself off worse than reality. So there's a couple different layers to being honest with yourself, you know. But you know, the day I decided to be honest with myself and let it all go, and I don't give a fuck, you know, I'm wrong 100 times a year. How could I not be? There's a lot of shit going on. You know, it's nothing personal. It doesn't matter. When you can take it that way, your life will open up in amazing ways. That's the way to go. So figure out a way to assess whether or not you're being honest with yourself, exaggerating situations. Typically, everybody is. I had to stop myself from doing it years ago. All right, guys, always appreciate y'all tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're going to see you on the next one.